Have you ever bought shares in a company? The company announced a dividend. Everyone started celebrating, but you checked your bank account. Nothing. So where did your dividend go? Did someone steal it? Did your stockbroker make a mistake? Or did the company simply refuse to pay you? Well, in most cases, none of those are true. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why dividends sometimes don't arrive, and, more importantly, how to make sure you never miss another one. One of the biggest frustrations among investors is hearing that a company has paid dividends while they're still waiting for theirs. I've seen comments like, "I own the shares, so where is my money?" If that has happened to you, don't panic. There's usually a very logical explanation. Once you understand how dividends are actually paid, you'll know exactly where to look whenever something goes wrong. Here's something many beginner investors don't know. When a company decides to pay dividends, it doesn't send money directly to thousands or even millions of shareholders. Instead, it hands the money over to a company called a registrar. Think of the registrar as the company's official record keeper. The registrar keeps track of who owns the shares and sends the dividend to everyone who qualified for it. So if your dividend didn't arrive, chances are the issue happened somewhere between the registrar's records and your own information. Interestingly, the opposite happened to me when I first started investing. One day, I noticed some money had been credited to my account. I honestly had no idea where it came from. I didn't request it. Nobody transferred it to me. I was simply confused. It wasn't until I learned how dividend payments work that I realized it was actually a dividend from one of the companies I had invested in. That experience taught me how important it is to understand the entire dividend payment process. The most common reason people don't receive dividends is that they never registered for e-Dividend. Without an e-Dividend mandate, the registrar may send you a physical dividend warrant. That's basically a check to the address on your records. Now imagine you've moved houses since then, or you never updated your address. That check may never reach you. Eventually, it expires and becomes an unclaimed dividend. Meanwhile, you're online wondering why the company never paid you. Another reason is that your bank details may no longer be correct. Perhaps you changed banks. Maybe you closed the account you originally registered. Or perhaps you opened a new account years later. The registrar doesn't automatically know that. Unless you update your e-Dividend details, the payment may fail. Thirdly, something as small as your name can stop your dividend. If the name on your bank account doesn't exactly match the name on the shareholder register, the payment may be rejected. For instance, if your middle name is missing. Maybe you changed your surname after marriage. Even small differences can create problems. Always make sure your records are consistent. Another issue involves your CSCS account. Your CSCS account serves as the official record of your share ownership. If your clearinghouse number, also called your CHN, isn't properly linked to your stockbroker account, your ownership records may not reconcile correctly when dividends are being processed. It's not something most investors think about, but it's worth checking if you've changed brokers or updated your investment accounts. Finally, you may simply have bought the shares too late. Many investors don't realize that companies use something called the qualification date, also known as the record date. Only investors whose names appear on the register on that date are entitled to receive that dividend. So if you bought the shares after the qualification date, you're probably not eligible for that particular payment. You'll need to wait for the next dividend declaration. The good news is that missing dividends are usually fixable. In most cases, the issue isn't that the company refused to pay you. It's simply because of outdated records, missing information, or buying the shares after the qualification date. The more you understand how the system works, the easier it becomes to identify the problem and get it resolved. Now that you know why your dividend didn't arrive, the next question is, how do you recover it? That's exactly what I cover in the next video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who keeps asking, where is my dividend? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.